Hey everybody, hey, it is Catherine Dunn here, also known as Cat the Course Builder. For those of you all who are new to me, you just kind of found me some kind of way on the interwebs. Maybe it was Instagram or YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook or somewhere. I don't know. If you are new to me, please make sure that you go ahead and follow if you are interested in actually creating revenue streams by offering your courses to businesses, schools, or nonprofits. Okay. I have owned an agency for over 10 years now where we have built courses for some of the most recognizable brands in the world, including Walmart, Uber Eats, Verizon, Ocean Spray, the federal government, countless nonprofits and schools. Okay. So if that is something that you are interested in, let me make sure I got my microphone over here so y'all can hear me okay. All right. If that is something that you are interested in, then you are in the right place. You are definitely in the right place if you are looking to offer your courses by offering them in bulk, selling them in bulk to businesses, schools, or nonprofits, as opposed to necessarily selling them one at a time to consumers. Okay. There's nothing wrong with offering your courses to consumers. I think you should offer your courses to consumers because you are actually teaching people who really need to learn something in your expertise wheelhouse. Okay. And so, if that is something that you're looking to do, absolutely, by all means, continue to do that. But I recommend that you also include courses for businesses, schools, or nonprofits. Why? Because they tend to buy courses in bulk. They tend to license courses for a longer period of time, say a year. You can offer your courses in person. You can also offer them as e-learning training where you don't have to be there. And so it's a good option for a lot of people who want to offer their courses, but don't necessarily want to spend a lot of time front facing on social media, selling to consumers, building intricate funnels, and all the things. Okay. It tends to be a little bit more simple when it comes to offering your courses and training programs to businesses, because what they are most interested in is the value that you bring to the table. That is what they're interested in. They want to know that you can bring a level of transformation to their organization. Okay. And if that is something that you're interested in doing, then make sure that you are following along on this particular channel. Okay. So for those of you all who don't know me, I am a real instructional designer. I don't play one on TV. I have been an instructional designer. I have a master's degree in this topic as well as a master's degree in business. And I absolutely love teaching this topic because I believe that the answers to many of what is ailing us as a community, as a society, can be answered from within. And you probably have an expertise that can solve problems and can solve problems for schools right now. Okay. It is April. And between April and June is the prime time that organizations, schools in particular, educational institutions are looking for solutions to curriculum deficits, okay? Especially in light of what is happening now with the Department of Education. There is a lot of uncertainty really around what is going to be available, for the 2025-2026 school year. And so, if you have a topic that is going to be in high demand or is in high demand now is the time for you to jump in as well and say, hey, I can help be part of the solution. I have an expertise that can help students, parents, teachers, um, members of the PTA, volunteers. I can help administrators with all different kinds of topics. Then now is the time for you to jump in and be part of the solution. I really and truly believe that. And so that is why over the next several weeks, I am going to be here a lot talking about this topic, talking about what it is that schools are looking for, what it is that micro schools, home schools, K through 12, higher education, what kind of programs you will want to get in front of them. Okay. And so the thing that you want to really be aware of is that schools are looking for data-based, research-based, fact-based, courses and trainings. Okay. You do not necessarily have to be a guru in the topic. You just have to provide training and courses and programs that are based in reality, based in fact, based in, have real case studies, have real factual information within your program that they can then distribute to their teachers, their leaders, their students, their administrators. So now is the time, because some of these traditional topics are being pulled from school curriculums around the country. And so while this might be a little bit concerning to a lot of people, there is also a little bit of a silver lining in this, in that you can actually offer these programs for parents, for teachers, for educators around the country who are looking for fact-based, research-based supplemental information that they can use to help educate their students, whether or not the public school system is offering it or not. Okay. And so this is not the first time that this has happened in our nation's history. This is not the first time. In fact, I even remember as a kid being homeschooled because my parents felt like the educational system was not what they wanted it to be for their, melanated kid, in the public school system. And so we were homeschooled for a large part of our educational experience. And but in addition to that, we also went to public school at some point in time. And so for me, it's really, really personal for me to make sure that that I too am sort of paying it forward after all these years, and offering solutions to homeschools, to micro schools, to co-op schools, charter schools, private schools that are looking for this kind of this kind of curriculum, right? They are really wanting to be part of the solution, and I think you can help them to be part of the solution. Okay, so I was on another platform talking about the fact that according to LinkedIn, there are 50% more micro schools now than there even was 6 months ago. And that is because people are pulling their kids out of schools. They are pulling their kids out of public schools altogether and starting pods of micro schools, starting pods, starting home schools, co-op schools, and all the things. They're putting them in charter schools. And so there's not only we're not only seeing a deficit in the type of fact-based curriculum and values-based curriculum. Okay, we're also seeing a deficit in confidence in the curriculum that is being put out there, because people are much more aware that that curriculum is being decided by people sitting in a boardroom determining what's important for kids to know or not know. Okay. And as one of those parents who has a kid in public schools, it is really important to me that that my kid has the kind of education that I feel is based in reality, based in fact, and that supports the kind of values that we are teaching her at home, such as inclusion, such as equity, such as perseverance, resilience, overcoming challenges. And so I am not alone in that. And I believe that there are millions of parents around the country. In fact, I know that is fact based, that are thinking the same thing. How do I supplement my child's education with research based, fact based training and courses and curriculum that can supplement what might be happening in the public school system? Okay. And we're saying that too because some of the messaging that is taking place in schools may or may not be in alignment with the values that a lot of parents have. And so once again, we're seeing a shift toward kids being pulled out of public schools altogether and being put into home schools or co-op schools or micro schools, or all the like, just to make sure that they get the kind of education that the parents are looking for. So what does that mean for you as an entrepreneur? What does that mean for you as someone who has an expertise that parents can use? It means that you have that opportunity to be part of that solution, to be part of the solution for parents, for educators, for micro schools, homeschools, even institutions of higher education, community-based organizations that offer education, churches that are looking to offer values-based or educational opportunities for the families that go to those churches, or nonprofits, all the like, because of what is being stripped out of schools at this time. Okay. So if you are not sure how to get started, I want you to definitely make sure that you're following me. Check out the videos on this page where I'm talking about exactly that and how to get started. I'll be talking more about how you can join us for Course Connects coming up. We have the first in a series of workshops for Course Connects coming up on April 19th, where you can join us. You are going to get a workshop on how to get started with packaging, pricing, and positioning your course for offering it to schools. Okay. And it is just the first in a series of trainings that we are doing to help you get started with offering your courses in an educational setting. Okay. So listen, if this is your first time meeting me, nice to meet you. Welcome to my page. Welcome to my channel. We are going to get through this together as a community of entrepreneurs, experts, and those of you all who are of goodwill, who say, you know what, I want to be part of the solution. Okay. So if you want to join us this evening, in just a moment, you can join us on Zoom right now. If you are catching this on April 9th, you're catching this evening, you can join us over on Zoom, where we are having a conversation about this. And you can come on into the room. Let me know what kind of programs you're looking at offering to schools, what kind of programs you want to that you want to offer, and let's just have a conversation about it. I want to hear what your expertise is. If you're not quite sure how to adapt it for for schools, then definitely make sure that you come on in the room. Okay, come on in the room this evening. If you happen to catch this, you are welcome to attend. Let me come over here and make sure that I have that I'm putting this down in the comment section. All right, I'm just going to test it there with a hi and hello. If you are catching this, I am also going to give you the link to just come on in the room. Okay, you don't have to sign up for anything. I've got the window open to get some air in here. But you are welcome to just come on in the room. We would love to have you, would love to hear what you're thinking, and how you would like to be part of the solution. Okay. And I would love to help you. So let me go ahead and put the link to join us down in the comment section. All right. And if you happen to be catching this, at the 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and even if you come in a little bit later, that's perfectly okay. That is perfectly okay. Let me go ahead and do this here. I'm going to open up the room. In progress. All right, and we would love to see you there. All right, so hang on just 1 second. I'm going to put the link here in the comment section. Hi there. Hi there. Hi, can you do me a favor? I'm recording. Can you turn that down, please? Thank you. I said I'm recording. Do you mind turning that down? You're fine. Thank you. Okay. I'm like, what in the world? Hang on just 1 second, you guys. Okay, well, he can't be pulling up with all that noise. Okay, so I just put it there in the chat. There's the Zoom link, y'all. Listen, I am at home and I decided to open up the window, and the Instacart guy decided that he was just going to pull up here with all his loud. I'm like, what in the world? Are you kidding me? Like, who does that? Weird. Okay, there's the link. I just put it down in the, where's my finger pointing? Right there in the chat. Okay, so whether you're catching this on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're catching that, we would love to have you. Okay, so come on in the room and let's have a chat. Okay, all right, you guys. Until then, get this guy out of my garage, out of my driveway. And we'll see you soon. Stay on course.